So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope everything's good wherever you guys are. So guys, I just wanted to inform you guys. Um, Clarissa Shields v Savannah Marshall is off. Shields Marshall, due to the passing of the Queen, has resulted in there being a postponement, and now the fight will take place October 15th. A lot of people are upset. A lot of people are saying, why has it been postponed? What's my take on it? I think probably the right thing. I think there's a lot of people in the country that are mourning. There are a lot of people that were very attached to the Queen. The Queen was a figurehead for this country for a very, very long period of time. And there was a lot of people that had an attachment to the Queen. And her passing has affected a lot of people. You know, some people, as always, make nasty comments. I feel like when someone dies, you should never make nasty comments. They're gone. And I think you should not backbite or talk badly about somebody that has passed away. I don't think you should backbite or talk badly about anybody that's alive. But when someone's gone, I think respectful comments should be made. And I think, look, boxing, football, that will continue. I mean, people get so frustrated if things get cancelled. I do feel for the fighters, because they, as Peter Fury said, that they having to make weight is hard. And remember, fighters don't get paid unless they fight. But this isn't a situation where these guys aren't going to be able to fight. It's been postponed for October, so that means the fight's just going to happen a month later, right? It's not ideal, and it's not ideal for the fans that were wanting to go. But the fight's gonna happen, and those fans that are probably upset about it, that have got tickets, they'll probably get tickets. I mean, the tickets will be probably transferred over to the October 15th. So it's not gonna make a difference. It just means that the fight is gonna happen a month later, which I'm pretty sure the fighters and would have to get mentally prepared again. And I don't know how it would work. It'd be awkward because they were all prepared for a fight. Now all of a sudden, you've got to start eating again. It's a bit effectively a month away. How do you approach this situation? It's not an easy situation because now as a fighter, you have to approach it. You have to maybe spar again, maybe get back into the groove again, because the fight's not going to happen a month. It's not like you can sit around and do nothing for a month. You have to get back to training and eating, and then they'll probably put on a little bit of weight, and then they'll have to lose weight. It's just a typical period because these guys have been in camp for a very long time. Now they have to wait another month, and do that again, go through that discipline again for another month, which is not easy. But like I said, I think sometimes there's certain things in life that are probably bigger than sport. I mean, sport will continue in a couple of weeks' time. In a week's time, 2 weeks' time, everything will be back to normal. I mean, I don't know why people get so upset. Sometimes there's certain things that are bigger than sport. And the British Boxing Board of Controllers decided to pay respect to the Queen by not having boxing taking place. And the football have done the same. Some sports are continuing. I think every sport has their own choice. Personally, I think they should have, a unanimous agreement. And if they're going to stop one sport, they should stop all sports and just stop it for 10 days or whatever. Because then someone will say, well, why is that? Then boxing fans will say, why has boxing been stopped, but that sport's not been stopped? You might as well just stop everything. But that's my take on it. But yeah, it's disappointing. I was really looking forward to the fight, Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields. I'm one of those fans that were actually looking. I've never been as excited for a female fight, and I've never been excited that much for a fight that is not on pay-per-view. I mean, like, generally a fight of this magnitude, if it was men, it would be on pay-per-view. But because it's a female fight, they probably can't justify putting it on pay-per-view because not many people would buy the pay-per-view for a female card. But like I said, I was very excited for that fight. And it was a fight that I would say I was generally, I think Serrano Taylor was, yeah, I don't think I was excited for that one as much as I am for this one. I mean, this one for me is the biggest fight that I've seen in my lifetime on not British, but female boxing since I've been watching boxing. I don't think there's been a bigger fight than this. I think definitely there's a lot of attention There's a lot of people interested, and it's a fight that I'm very, very interested in. So I was a bit disappointed, but like I said, it just means I'm gonna have to wait another month. But talking about it, this was a big fight that was supposed to happen this week, but next week we've got a major fight. We've got a major fight between Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin. Um, Canelo v Gennady Golovkin. Tim Bradley feels that Canelo will give Golovkin a one-sided beatdown and stop him to the body. There's a lot of people that seem to think that Gennady Golovkin is weak around his body now, and that was shown in the Murata fight when Murata was hitting him. Derevyanchenko also hurt him as well. So there's a lot of people that think that Gennady Golovkin at this age, at this stage in his career, he's vulnerable to the body, and there's a good chance he'll get stopped by Canelo, who's a very good body puncher. Again, I have never seen Gennady Golovkin dropped in his career. I've never seen anybody hurt Gennady Golovkin. I've never seen anybody put him down. So to say that someone's going to stop him, even someone as good as Canelo and someone as dangerous as Canelo, I think it's a long shot. It's a long shot because if we look at the Derevyanchenko fight, Derevyanchenko, I mean, didn't put him down. Yeah, you could say there was a reaction when he killed him with a shot, but I wouldn't say he hurt him. I wouldn't say Golovkin was about to go. No, not at all. And even the Murata fight, I don't think Golovkin was ever under any threat in the fight. He never looked like he was going to be knocked out. It's just that because Gennady Golovkin's so tough, and he's never even tittled in his career, where he's never even been moved. Whenever someone sees some kind of reaction, the same people said the same thing with Kell Brook when Kell Brook hit him with an uppercut. Oh my God, Golovkin was hurt there. He wasn't really. Golovkin, like I said, fought Canelo twice, and Canelo couldn't really move him. I mean, Canelo couldn't move him. And I don't expect Canelo to knock Golovkin out. I think Canelo could outwork him and outbox him and just be more active for Golovkin. But I do think this is a tougher fight than what people think. I don't think this is... I think people are underestimating how much Golovkin wants this. I think Golovkin's... See, Golovkin's not talking a lot, and Golovkin's coming across as a nice guy that really is acting really nice, but inside there's a lot of fire and there's a lot of hatred because of what's happened. He feels Canelo cheated. He feels Canelo was given gift decisions, and he feels his career has been hurt as a result of that. He feels that he should be getting what Canelo's getting now, or what Canelo got, and he feels he was robbed twice. So there's a lot of fire in Golovkin. There's a lot of determination in Golovkin. Golovkin really wants to put a beating on Canelo Alvarez. He may not be showing it you, but inside, I think there's a very determined character. And I think Golovkin will be throwing all he can at Canelo Alvarez in this fight. You know, when Marquez fought Pacquiao the fourth time, there was a lot of determination in Marquez. There was a lot of fire in Marquez because Marquez feel like he was on the bad end of the decisions. So he was hungry. He was determined. Even though he was old, he wanted to beat Pacquiao so bad. And that's why when he knocked Pacquiao out, the reaction was what it was, because he was just overcome with joy because he felt like he never got the credit from the judges in those fights. And Golovkin feels the same. So is this going to be a Pacquiao-Marquez moment? Not necessarily Golovkin knocks him out, but now the camel's back has been broken. And what I mean by that is that Canelo Alvarez, the judges have gone against him in a fight. The judges have gone against him and he's lost a fight. So would that make it a lot easier if there's a close fight where the judges now, because of the judges that have gone against him and Canelo's ended up losing a fight, are the judges going to have more confidence now if the fight is close and Golovkin has edged it or deserves to win? The judges might be more inclined now and will have more confidence in order to go against Canelo. You know, because like I said, the judges have gone against Canelo now. He's lost a fight. So there's again, for me, I'm intrigued for many reasons because Canelo's been saying a lot of weird things. And he's lost a fight, so how's he going to rebound from that. And it's not like he's fighting a bum. He's fighting a unified middleweight champion, irrespective of his age. It's not like he's fighting a nobody. He's coming back in a very hard fight. He's coming back against effectively, some would say a legend, in Golovkin. So it's not like he's coming back in an easy fight. He's coming back in a hard fight, which is one that's very dangerous for him. So for me, it's a very, very dangerous fight, because normally when a guy takes a loss, they don't come back against Golovkin. They come back against, chicken feed to build their confidence again. But Canelo's not doing that. Canelo's coming against Golovkin. He's not taking an easy fight. He's going up against one of the great fighters of our generation. I mean, Golovkin was a dominant force at middleweight for a very long period of time. Yes, there wasn't a lot of top guys for him to fight, but he dominated. He was battering everyone, and most people would say some people would say he beat Canelo as well. He should have had a win over Canelo. So for me, I'm very intrigued in this fight. I'm very, very intrigued. It's a big, big fight. It's going to be very, very interesting. A lot of people are upset that this fight is in pay-per-view in the UK. I don't know how many pay-per-view buys they're going to have, hence why I think the pay-per-view price is low. I think it's like 10 quid or whatever. I don't know how many people are going to buy this fight. But one thing I will say is that Canelo v. Caleb Plant was on pay-per-view on BT in the UK. If Canelo v. Caleb Plant is like 20 quid, right, in the UK on BT pay-per-view, then Canelo v. Golovkin, which I think is a much bigger fight and appeals to far more people than Canelo Plant, even though Canelo Plant was an undisputed fight, I think 10 quid is definitely worth it. Like, I feel like in this modern day, we're paying a lot of money, when it comes to buying pay-per-views and stuff. We are paying a lot of money, and it's costing us a lot of money. But I think this is a great fight, and I think it's worth 10 quid. I do. Even though, like I said, I don't know how many pay-per-view buys they're going to get, because it's early in the morning, 10, on a DAZN as well. Are people going to, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. And I think it's more. I think if you ain't a DAZN subscriber, it's more. It's like 17 quid. So, yeah. If you're a DAZN subscriber like myself, it's 10 quid. I think it's something like that. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think Canelo's going to give Golovkin a one-sided beatdown? Or do you expect this to be a much more interesting fight than what people are giving it credit for? Leave your thoughts and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.